Okay dear students, now part number 2 of this exercise 3.4. We will continue with componendo dividendo theorem. In this question number 2, we will use the statement is that using componendo dividendo theorem, then find the value of part 2, find the value of m plus 5n by m minus 5n plus m plus 5p by m minus 5p if m is given 10 and p by n plus p. Dear students, first of all we will take this value of m equals to 10 n p by n plus p and name this equation A. Now we will divide equation A by 5n. Why we will divide? Because you can see that there is 5n is attached with m. So if we will divide this equation by 5n first, okay, this will become m by 5n, 10 and p divided by n plus p into 5n, 5 2s are 10 and will be cancelled with n. So we will get m by 5n equals to 2p by n plus p. After this we will use componendo dividendo theorem to get the value of m plus 5n by m minus 5n. So we will apply the componendo dividendo theorem of this equation. So first we will add the numerator here, denominator and numerator, m plus 5n divided by m minus 5n. Here 2p plus n plus p divided by 2p minus n minus p. So by we will solve this side. 2p plus 1p is 3p and will be written as it is. 2p minus p will becomes p minus n. This is equation number 1. Now we will divide the equation A by 5p because in that the other side there is a 5p. So we will divide this equation by 5p and we will get m by 5p equals to 2n by n plus p because 5 2s are 10 and p will be cancelled. So we will get m by 5p equals to 2n divided by n plus p. Now we will apply componendo dividendo theorem on this equation. So we will get m plus 5p divided by m minus 5p equals to 2n plus n plus p divided by 2n minus n minus p. 2n plus 1n equals to 3n plus p and 2n minus 1n equals to n minus p. This is equation 2. Now we have the values of m plus 5n by m minus 5n and m plus 5p by m minus 5p. So there is the time to add these two sides, these two values. Remember one thing, when we are going to add the equation, then there is a rule that left hand side will be added to left hand side, right hand side will be added to right hand side. So we will add m plus 5n by m minus 5n, m plus 5n divided by m minus 5n plus m minus n plus 5p. This is, dear student, this is n. Okay, and now m plus 5p divided by m minus 5p equals to, their right hand side will also be added 3p plus n by p minus n, 3p plus n by p minus n plus 3n plus p by n minus p. Dear students, you can see that in denominator there is p minus n, but here is n minus p. So what we will do? We want to make the denominator same. So we will take the minus as common from here. When we will take the minus as common from here, their sign will be changed. My plus n will be changed into minus n, minus p will be changed into plus p, and minus of this side will be plus minus minus. So it will become 3p plus n by p minus n minus 3n plus p by p minus n. Both denominators are same, so we will take the LCM and we will get 3p plus n minus 3n minus p divided by p minus n. So we will subtract 3p minus p equals to 2p, n minus 3n equals to minus 2n. Take 2 as common, we will get p minus n into p minus n. Both will be cancelled with each other and the answer is 2. Part number 4. Find the value of x minus 3y divided by x plus 3y minus x plus 3z by x minus 3z if x is equals to 3yz by y minus z. Dear student, like the previous question, first we will consider the given value x is equals to 3yz by y minus z and name this equation as A. Now our first value is x minus 3y. So we will divide this equation by 3y. When we will divide, then this 3y will be cancelled by this 3y. So we will get x by 3y equals to z by y minus z. Now we will apply the componendo-dividendo theorem. We get x plus 3y by x minus 3y. Here z plus y minus z divided by z minus y plus z, because due to the subtraction the sign will be changed. This z will be cancelled by z. We will get y by 2z minus y. Dear student, you can see that there is x minus 3y and x plus 3y. But the question value is x plus 3y. So we'll apply the invertendo theorem. In invertendo theorem, I told you that we will take the inverse of the fraction. So when we will apply invertendo theorem, we will take the inverse of this equation. So this will be x minus 3y by x plus 3y, 2z minus y by y. This is equation 1. Now move to the second value, x plus 3z. It means we will divide this equation a by 3z. When we will divide this equation a by 3z, we will get x by 3z equals to y by y minus z, because 3z will be cancelled. Now again, using the componendo-dividendo theorem, we will get the value of x plus 3z equals to y plus y minus z, and x minus 3z equals to y minus y plus z. Y will cancel here. Y plus y equals to 2y minus z divided by z. This is equation 2. Now we will take the difference between these two values like the previous question. By subtracting equation 1 and equation 2, we will subtract left hand side to left hand side and right hand side to right hand side. So we will have the value x minus 3y by x plus 3y minus x plus 3z by x minus 3z. This is the given value. Okay. Now we will subtract the right hand side, 2z minus y by y minus 2y minus z by z. Dear students, in this equation you can see that the denominators are different, so we will take the LCM. By multiplying, this numerator will multiply by z and this numerator will multiply by y. So we will get 2z square when z will multiply by here. 2z square minus yz and 2y square minus plus yz. This is minus minus plus. So yz will be cancelled with each other and we get 2z square minus 2y square. So take 2 as a common, and after that we will get the value of x minus 3y by x plus 3y minus x plus 3z by x minus 3z. The value of this is 2 into z square minus y square by yz. This is the answer of this equation. Okay, my dear student.